Warm welcome. This is Marcus Termin at the 7th of March 2025. The sun is in the sign of Pisces and the moon is still in the sign of Gemini. We're going to have a moon change today. The moon is going to change into the sign of Cancer this afternoon, Middle European time. They didn't force us into summertime yet, which is not the real time anyhow. But it's Gemini moon, and it's the Gemini moon towards the Piscean sun. This is actually a square position, and this square position will end 5:30 in the afternoon. Interesting enough, the Gemini moon, the owners of a Gemini moon, are very close to mercurial things. Gemini moon is the moon of people who tend to be talking a lot. Talking means that they have the tendency to influence their surroundings by giving out messages. Talking is just like a echolot. You could say it like that. You know, you scan the surrounding by talking, finding out about the responses, and from that you generate some personal security, or you might not. It even goes that far that some people with the Gemini moon don't stop talking at all. You know, those people who come into a party or come into a surrounding and they it goes constantly. It doesn't have to be this way, of course. Somebody with a Gemini moon who's conscious about his settings might, of course, be able to control that. But all moons in air signs, which is Gemini, Aquarius, and of course Libra, have a tendency to not to connect too deep emotionally to other people. This might be hurting for other people, especially those. And now we come to the moon change after 5:30 in the afternoon, when the moon changes to the sign of Cancer, which is quite the opposite. A Cancer moon is overwhelming with feeling. The most interesting thing with the Cancer moon coming up 5:30 in the afternoon, which makes moon and sun in a real trine, puts them in a real trine position. The Cancer moon has the advantage that he's not responsible to any other sign, because he's the ruler of Cancer. He's the basic measurement of all moons, because he's pure moon. He's pure emotional understanding through the moon. And those who own a Cancer moon, who, for instance, Kesh Patel, he's a Cancer moon person with a Piscean sun, for instance. Those who own a Cancer moon will have to understand throughout their life that they feel in a certain way. They have the possibility to understand emotionally whoever is surrounding them, but they have no right at all to be understood, because this doesn't work the other way around. The other moons have other interests. They have the interests of information, keeping distance, of fighting, of glorification when it's a Sagittarius moon, of holding the line when it's a Capricorn moon, but they are not the deep, emotional, go through it with all your feelings Cancer moon. We are not there yet. As I'm speaking, we are in the Gemini moon, and as you might feel, I'm talking too much, but I hope you don't mind. Hope we can do this movie tomorrow. Let's have one look at what the moon looks like. It's Jupiter is easy to find because Jupiter is close to the moon. Last night we had the conjunction of Jupiter and moon, and now throughout the following days, Moon will meet Mars, and that's a theme for the tomorrow upcoming video, if I will be able to do it. We are still in the situation of retrograde Venus. That is a very, very special thing. It goes 40 days, as I pointed out, and Venus is obviously retreating also financially from positions that could not be held, that can't be placed in reality anymore. Also, we must remember that the Gemini moon up there, I mean, what is right now happening in the European community is a lot of blah, 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 blah. You know, there's a lot of talking, and irresponsible people, unelected, with no real background, trying to push this continent somewhere. I don't agree. I hope you folks don't agree too. Let's go to peace. We need peace. That's it. Nothing else. Thank you very much for listening. This is Markus Termin at the 7th of March 2025. And in case you want to get in touch and have a personal reading, which will be recorded on Zoom, done very professionally. My real field is the comparison of charts, be it from lovers, couples, or families, which is most interesting, and you'll have a deep insight. Just choose this mail address up here and we'll get in contact. Thank you for listening. The 7th of March 2025. Training on the big one.